As DPM Wong said, there's every likelihood of a next infection wave, but when it comes, we need to be more prepared, more resilient than now. But also to be prepared that the next wave may be of a different nature, a different VOC, a variant of concern. So let me just talk about this next wave. In the past, a small proportion of our population has been infected with COVID-19. So when the new variant arrives, it will infect those who have not been infected yet, what we call COVID-naive individuals, and then it cause a big wave. And that has been the case for Delta, first Omicron, and then the second Omicron driven by BA.5. But now, based on our latest serology study by MOH, we estimate about 70% of our population has been infected with COVID-19 already, which means we now have far fewer COVID-naive individuals, which means when the next wave comes, and if it's a big wave, it must comprise many reinfections. It will be a reinfection wave. That is why we have been monitoring reinfection numbers closely, because it will give us an idea when the next wave can happen. So far, our data show that after an infection, the probability of being infected again 8 months later is still low. It's still very low. It's 5%, the probability is only 5% that compared to a naive individual, which is good, which is a good sign. Nevertheless, reinfections are increasing as a proportion of total daily cases. The last time I updated in Parliament, we reported 2 to 3% of our total infection numbers are reinfections. This month it has increased to 5.5%. And we must expect this proportion to continue to increase because immunity gain from infections, prior infections, will wane over time. And there are fewer and fewer COVID-naive individuals, so that percentage must rise. The Northern Hemisphere, namely US, UK, Europe, they are all prepared for a winter wave at the end of this year, and possibly even having to deal with a new VOC. Our wave, driven by BA.5, has just subsided, and that will give us good protection for a possible year-end wave. Nevertheless, we should prepare ourselves against a Northern Hemisphere winter wave coming our way. And it may even be a new VOC with significant immunity escape. We need to be prepared.